Hello everyone, good morning. And today we will be talking about the Red Hat Enterprise Linux 8. And this is a new version which we are going to discuss about today. Red Hat has been there in the market for last 20 years. I guess it can be more than that also, it's possible. And they've been in the market for the Linux operating systems and other applications as well they used to develop. And their primary market is relies upon the operating system, network operating system only. So I've been working with this Red Hat for quite a long time, about 10 years and more than that also I can just say. I started working with the version 6, then version 7, Red Hat version 7. Now we are working on a Red Hat version 8. 8, what's the new things on 8? We are going to discuss about that. And why do we have to go for an upgradations? And what all the plus points are there? What all the bugs are fixed? What all the new software enhancements has been done on that? Like so many things which we are going to discuss it today. Before getting into the date, I would like to give some kind of the Linux introductions like that. Linux has been coming to the market in the early 90s, and Linus Torvalds has written that source code, and he has written the operating system. He just tried to hardening the system with the CLA plus the GUI. Earlier, it was actually it's not been taken into that much consideration, like that people start rejecting it. Then later they've realized that file system was so much in intact and it doesn't crash so much so heavily, so it doesn't crash as such. So they started, you know, embracing this Linux versions, Linux 1.0 something like that. It was started. Now the kernel currently, not the kernel which is running is a 4 or something, and we've been working with the kernel maximum 3. I was working with the 3 version 3, and from 3 onwards we've been working until now. It's came up to 4, 4.18 something is running currently, and it was completely the open source, so anyone can download the source code and they can start modifying all these things, and they can start selling it by just activating the GPL license, that is a general public license. When you just put that line in that GPL means, like if you add that particular document when you try to supply your kind of an operating system or application or something like that, it is very much valid. Nobody is going to create any issues for you. So that is under the development side. Let's see something out, because I am from the totally onto the support side. I used to install servers and maintain the users, creating new users and giving some rights and permissions, installing applications and giving some more, maintenance and support, which I was doing that, including Red Hat 8 as well as the Red Hat versions as well as the Windows also. A quite long years of experience I have on this field, so I tried to do some kind of a new demo for the Red Hat version 8. Red Hat 7, Red Hat 6. 6, just an upgradation versus 7. 7, there is no much upgradations as well. The earlier they introduced about the firewall concepts and all. Previously it was IP tables and all. Then firewall concepts has come, and new package installations are come through an RPM. YAM install we can do that, and creating users, giving some rights and permissions, and installing the applications, third-party applications, installing database and web servers and many other things which we were doing that on 6. The same thing we've been doing on 7 also. As far as 6 and 7 comparison is concerned, 7 is better, so we have more room to develop, as well as working as like much fledged, like full-fledged things which we can do on that. And 8 has come now, though 8 has got its own plus points, pros and cons, and quite strong in a GUI, that's what they're saying. And a lot of drivers and hardware drivers has come up on the Red Hat 8. Earlier we may have to go and try out the try to find out that where is the drivers are there. We'll not just to do the googling and finding out like multiple pages we just need to go for. Then we'll find it in rpm-find.net or something else, SourceForge, to download the latest driver software for the hardwares which we are going to use it in the Linux systems. Now it's not much required, that's what they say, but Red Hat 8 has got a lot of new what I say, software and other things. The drivers are being installed on this one. By default, it has been ready for us so that we can go for an installation without any problems at all. So 7, we've been working on 7 for last quite a long time, and 7 is a good product. But 7 has got some, they would like the bugs, fixing the bugs and all that. So they bring out the Red Hat 8. Why Linux? Why we have to go for the Linux? Why can't we do it with the Windows systems or something? Why Linux? Because it is open source and it's very much free. You don't need to pay any money to anyone to utilize that. You can run your entire organization with the Linux, but not with Red Hat. We may have to go for another version called CentOS. CentOS is based on the Red Hat only. CentOS 6, 7, 8. 8 also available in CentOS now. So no need of worrying about that. We can upgrade the 7 to 8 and we can work on. That's not an issue. And when you are installing the CentOS, what is the issue? Like you will not be able to get any official support from the Red Hat because it is not an unsupported versions. We may have to do all the things on our own. But when you are buying a Red Hat and you will be going for a membership and other things, so early membership is there, contract is there. So we can get the support contract from the Red Hat so that they will be getting onto our bridges, conferences and all like that. They used to answer our mails and all. It goes with the service contract versions and other things. So that's how like most of our data centers environments are running on CentOS 8 now. CentOS 7 we've been doing that, and 8 we are going for an upgradations as well. So in 8, what is the enhancements? What are the new things has been introduced? What things are fixed on that? What we can do extra than the version 7? And how much is good for the new applications as well? How does it going to perform in the corporate environment? That is most important because we are helping the customers and we've been working in a ID companies and all like many other companies as well. Like all walks of life, we've been working on all the other companies as well. So how does it going to improve our knowledge towards the current running, current strategy, current kind of a trend or something like? So that way we will be try to upgrade it to the Red Hat 8. Would like to give you some introductions about the Linux. Yeah, that's what we were talking about that earlier. And why it is an open source? Why need to go for an open source and all in the sense? You don't need to pay any money, but actually you just need to have a proper training on how to work on Linux first of all. You should require an working knowledge so that you can go on doing some kind of upgradations and otherwise, and you can do a lot of developments as well. And the platform is going to be the Linux for everyone. Even if if you take it as a current world is running on totally on cloud platforms. In cloud, everything is based on Linux only. AWS Cloud is working on Linux. GCP completely on Linux. Google, Azure, they are running on Windows, but when you just see in the in the background, you may be seeing only the Linux is running on that. So Linux is quite strong, and I can give you just one example about Amazon. Amazon, Jeff Bezos has started this company in the early 90s, and he is started selling only the books on online, something like that. They were having around 25 to 30,000 Sun Solaris servers as a unique service they were using. Sun Solaris means it is equivalent to the Windows only. We may have to buy some license copies and supporting features and all other things. We need to pay a lot of money for that. So that time Amazon was in a down, means like they couldn't able to sell much books on the online. So they were on loss, like that they couldn't pay much to the Sun Solaris people for to maintain their systems or something. So heavy money, the profit is not even matching with the contract money which they try to pay that. So what they did, they have completely changed that, completely migrated all the applications to the open source Linux. It was not any proprietary Linux or something. It was just open source. They migrated, and they started seeing that the money start flowing now. So they are embraced completely to the Linux. They are not paying any money to any kind of a company to do the maintenance or activations or something like that. So that's how every other company, when it is switching over to the open source in the sense, they will be start paying a lot of money for to support their systems or something. You don't need to get any kind of enterprise support or something from anyone. But engineers has to be completely trained to pick up all the things, and they need to have some development skills on that. And complete development which is happening on completely on the cloud is based on Linux only. In AWS, we have seen a lot of new applications has come up, new services has been started. Everything is based on Linux platform only. They try to make it out on Linux platform. And Red Hat has got one more platform called Fedora. Fedora is nothing but Fedora is also an open source. Whatever the new application or bug is going to be there, and they're going to fix it up in the Fedora. Means like they will test out every other applications on Fedora. First, they'll try to install it in Fedora operating system. And in the Fedora, if the bugs are there or some things like they will just fix it up when it is running perfectly. If it is not breaking the currently running operations or something, applications or something, then they will introduce that kind of a software application to the Red Hat as well as in CentOS also. So CentOS, why I'm saying CentOS in the sense it's free. You don't need to pay anything to anyone. So you can download the source code as well as the finished product. It will work perfectly on production systems as well. So Fedora is an R&D base where Red Hat itself is doing a lot of R&D over there, and they try to implement the new solutions on Fedora first. Once it is fixed properly, then it will get introduced in the Red Hat. Like that it goes. So let us go through the slides now. Let me make it bigger. Okay, F5. Okay, nice. So hello world, it is Red Hat Enterprise Linux 8. Red Hat Enterprise Linux RHEL, we call it as like 8, is based upon the principles of operational consistency, security, and the cloud foundation. Utilizing the kernel 4.18, that's what I was telling you earlier. 4.18, the RHEL is based on Fedora 28 and will run on Intel AMD 64-bit processors as well as IBM Power LE, IBM Z systems, and the ARM 64-bit. So this is nothing but like what is the operating system software and what are the hardware which has been supported on RHEL-8. RHEL-8 can be installed in Intel as well as AMD processors, and it can be run on IBM Power and all the other systems which you are seeing in the screen. So the next slide, kernel and OS. Linux 8.0 is based on Fedora 28 and upstream kernel 4.18. This provides the users with a secure, stable, and consistent foundation across hybrid cloud and data center deployments with the tools needed to support all levels of workloads. Hybrid cloud is nothing but like what we are going to install it in cloud, public cloud, as well as what we are going to keep it out in the on-premises itself. So certain applications will be running on on-premises, certain applications will be running on the public cloud. So that is called as a hybrid cloud. Means like when we are going to have some kind of a private cloud as well as the public cloud. So that is called as a hybrid cloud. So it is quite stable and consistent foundation across hybrid cloud and data center deployments. And as usual, we've seen that already that CPU architectures are there. AMD Intel S64, 64-bit ARM architecture, IBM Power Systems and Little Endian, IBM Z systems. Everywhere it is getting supported, not a problems at all, because we are using an Intel Xeon processors in the VMware environment. So that wouldn't be an issue like when we started installing on Red Hat 8 on some new platforms as well. The next one is like how the content is getting distributed in RHEL8. Earlier, we used to download some copies of the OS related things and application related things from the M repository, RHEL-8 update modifier or RHEL-8 update manager, something like that. So through that, we will be downloading the packages from the internet. Internet in the sense might be redhat.com or centos.org. So those packages has been kept over there as a repository. We will be downloading it from there. So here they made it like a two ways of downloading things. One is from the base OS repository. Another one is from the upstream repository. Base OS repository will provide the OS content, means operating system related applications as well as the files whichever it has been there to get upgraded, or any kind of a language or something like Python or Ruby or something like those are coming from the base OS repository. Base OS components have a life cycle identical to that content of previous Red Hat Enterprise Linux releases. So they separated like a two different separate repositories. One is base OS repository, another one is an upstream repository. Upstream repository is coming under the application streams repository. Provide all applications you might want to run in a given user space. Other software that has special licensing are available for as a supplemental repository. Like means like it's a licensing is a bit changed in Red Hat 8. So whichever the new application, if you'd like to run it on RHEL8 in the sense, there is a different kind of a key, license keys are given from our RHEL8. So we need to purchase that and we can activate that one. That is going along with the supplemental repository or upstream repository. So centralized, they don't want to keep it as in a centralized format. So they would like to do it as a decentralized, like base OS will be on that, upstream will be on that, supplemental repository on that. Like certain applications will be based on the different way. When we are try upgrading some other things, when we will see this when we are going for a 7 to 8 upgradations, when we will be seeing this in the sessions. So the next one is like what is the improvement in the desktop environment? RHEL default desktop environment is a genome, definitely. It is there forever in 6 also, 7 also, and 8 also. Its genome is a default. We can install another desktop environments also like KDE, K desktop is a Enlightenment desktop is a LFC desktop is a, like environment, like a themes which we are having it. So genome project is supported by the Genome Foundation. A version of Genome is shipped with RHEL-8 version is 3.28. It has got automatic downloading of operating systems in the boxes. Boxes are the ones like a virtual machines we can create it under the RHEL platform. That is a boxes. So it is doing some automatic downloading and all like that with the Genome Desktop 3.28. And what are the new other features are like new on-screen keyboard, new Genome boxes features, extended devices support, most significantly integration for the Thunderbolt 3 interface. Like all the gaming and other things are coming out. And improvements for genome software, deconf editor and genome terminal. Terminal has been already been there, but it is an improved again. Genome software utility, which enables you to install and update applications and genome shell extensions. Genome display manager, use Wayland as a default display server instead of Xarg server. Earlier versions we've been using the Xarg with resolutions and some of the monitor driver doesn't support it. Something like that. There are some problems with the Xarg. Now they solved everything with the new display manager with the Wayland, something like that. They come for another company maybe. So these are all the new advantages, or I can just say new environment developments. New developments has been done for the genome desktop environment. We can see that. Next one, software management. RHEL-8 M package manager is now based on DNF technology, and it provides the support for modular content, increased performance, well-designed stable API for integration with the tooling. The version of RPM is 4.14.2 and it validates the whole package contents before it starts installation. Earlier we've been using the yum. Yum is like a LODOG update modifier which used for to download and install the new components, applications, languages inside the RHEL environment. Yum was good, like Yum has got a repository. We can build our own repository files under the etc yum repository. We can start installing all this yum update, yum clean, all some commands we used to run on that. New applications can be running on yum. Why we are using the yum in the sense because it is whatever we are getting it through the yum repository, it is actually been tested, verified, and by the Red Hat itself. So we don't have any problems in downloading it through the yum rather than we just try to install the RPM directly or the tarball directly or using the wget something like. So better to go with the yum because it has been tested and verified by Red Hat itself. So it will not break anything. That is more important. If the new application is not working, is okay, not an issue. It should not break any applications which are already running on our system. That's more important. So that kind of confidence which we can get it when we are downloading from the yum. The yum was good, but what they did in 8, they made some changes on that. They made it like a DNF technology. DNF is nothing but dandified yum. Again, yum only. But dandified yum, I used to install it with the dandified yum also, means the DNF install also. Earlier, you used to run the yum install HTTPD or yum install BSFTPD. Now we will be installing it with the DNF install HTTPD. The command is only different. I don't see any much difference in while you are installing it. So you can see it, you yourself can see that. But what they saying that in the backend they made some kind of changes on that, increased performance, modular content, well-designed stable API, and for integration with the tooling and other things. So well-designed stable API for integration with the tooling and many things are there. Like so, we will be starting installing doing that with the DNF only. It's better. we can still use yum, no problem. Yum command is still available. But what RHEL-8 is recommending that you just go for a DNF. So we will be getting more kind of a support or something, more verifications, more authentic and more confident level. Okay. The next one is like what are the things are coming along with Red Hat 8 Enterprise Linux? Web servers, web tools, compilers, languages, databases. Let us 8 includes applications, streams of multiple versions of databases, languages, compilers, and other tools available for your use. These are all the big list is there, and still more is there. I could not accommodate all those things under this one slide. So I given what is very important for us because we have been already using this. Some other people are already using this. Most of them are around 80% people are using this all things which are there in the screen. Python, we require that Python. Without that Python, will not be able to do anything. That is a new version is given the 3.6. In Red Hat 7, we were using around 2 point something Python. Okay, but database servers are inbuilt available. That is MariaDB, MySQL, PostgreSQL. PostgreSQL 10 is available. Redis. Redis version available on 4.0. Web servers, HTTPD and Nginx they added. It's a new one. People are going for Nginx also nowadays. Because all the containers are running with an Nginx only. So OpenLDP replaced by the 369 LDP server, LDAP server, sorry, LDAP, lightweight directory access protocol. So they replaced it with the 369, some new name is being given. Varnish Cache, Git, Maven, Perl, PHP, Ruby, Node.js, Python 3.6, 2.7 also available. See, Python 3.6 we can get it. And Rust toolset, Scala, Go toolset. Go is a new language, so Go toolset is available. GCC system compiler, it's definitely it should be there. .NET Core is also available. Java 8, Java 11, Pacemaker. So like so many web tools, web servers, compilers, languages, and databases are available inbuilt with Red Hat 8. When you're downloading, when you're upgrading, you'll be getting all this. What's new? Improvements in operational consistency, improvements in security, improvements in cloud foundation, in compute, network, storage, virtualization. Everywhere there is an improvement has been done on Red Hat 8. We will see one by one. Operational consistency has sought to reduce the complexity of RHEL-8, which comes with the 10 guaranteed years of enterprise support. How much you are going to pay that? You'll be getting the support. There is nothing as such, but they have kind of new process has been started to give some 10 years of enterprise support. This model involves repositories for the base OS as well as applications as streams for flexible lifecycle options, which offers multiple versions of databases, languages, various compilers, and other tools to help facilitate the use of RHEL for business models. Built-in defaults for RHEL include tuned profile for database options, ready-to-go options out of the box. Ansible is also been given. Ansible system rules to provide common configuration interface. Ansible is nothing but like going for a deployment. We've been doing with that Ansible. The latest version is around 3 something it is running on now, 2.9 something also. And Ansible is like a deployment tool which we will use it for network devices, server operating systems, desktop clients. Going for an automation in the sense we can do it with an Ansible. We'll be writing the playbooks on that. And that playbooks will be doing some certain operations at a time. You can schedule it also, have the Ansible playbooks. So that has, it's got a built-in default. Then RHEL-8 Yum Package Manager is now based on Dandified technology, which supports and something like IAP integration we already seen. Someone has given a feedback. Yum is a lot faster than it used to be and all the commands will work well. Oh, great, nice. Okay, anyway, but there is no much difference between Yum and the Yum. I didn't see any difference. You guys can come and tell me. Red Hat Insights, tools to provide the system administrator with analytics, machine learning, and automation controls now included in RHEL-8. It's good. Insights normally we see it for like monitoring and management things. Here it comes with the machine learning, ML, automation controls, and other things are coming up with the session recording feature, which can record and playback user terminal sessions for better security and training capabilities. This is coming under the operational consistency improvements on RHEL-8. Next is the security, improvements in security. We use AC Linux normally, but most of the engineers will be disabling the AC Linux before installing any new application because it will create lots of issues on with the new applications. The SE Linux doesn't allow that. So, but here what we are seeing, SE Linux has been improved for better controls on files and directories and enabled by default in RHEL-8. It is already there. We can activate that, but some of the files, necessary files, we need to install it in 7, like Python development tools and other things. Here it may be available on default, by default. And TLS 1.3 has been installed. FIPS, these are all security standards. We can go ahead with that. Means the procedural things. Software ID tags RHEL-8 can help perform software inventory management and other things. So these are all coming into the security improvements in RHEL-8. Improvements in cloud foundation, better stability, flexibility, performance and containers and images. We are using all Docker, Kubernetes, all container management, which we are going for that. And the Red Hat 8 has bring some kind of Fordman, build a Scopio and other things and all. Docker is being removed. It is not available in Red Hat 8. There are reference dash options to work with the containers and the images in RHEL-8 environment. Image building was touted as another benefit. RHEL-8 to enable the automated creation of this customized RHEL OS, which can accelerate deployment options, because they bring out some new tools in RHEL-8 so that we can have the image building we can do. Image building can be done for multiple platforms as well. And we can have lots of containers as well, Docker-like containers we can create by the new applications which are there. And Kubernetes has been very much widely installed in Red Hat platform. So these improvements are there in the cloud foundation and facilitate building the standard images for everything type of scenario, spanning from bare metal builds to the public clouds. We can create the image for the VMware also. That is what a bare metal something they're saying. And VMware as well as the public clouds means AWS and Amazon, AWS, Microsoft Azure, Google Cloud, CenturyLink Cloud, many other clouds now. So image building is a very important thing, because when you try to go for like customized image to get installed in the public cloud for your company, in a sense, RH will give you the tool for that. You don't need to look for any third-party tool to create your own images, customized images for to get it installed. RHEL itself is giving you the images, image builders. Then next one is the Red Hat virtualization. RHV is the latest virtualization offering from Red Hat and can be compared with VMware virtualization. The VMware has been standardized in everywhere. Like everybody is using the VMware only, but again, VMware has been to the losses because people are moving towards the cloud nowadays. They dismantling all on-prem as well as the total local data center machines and all. So they build something like VMware cloud, they're making it, and VMware private cloud, they're making it. And VMware has got some kind of SDN things, installations, NSX it's called as. So many things they are also doing it. But based on Red Hat, they are comparing the Red Hat virtualization with the VMware virtualization. As with current standards, the environment relies on compute, network, and storage as ought to bring the implement all of the above categories. So everything is being improved in Red Hat 8. Improvements in compute, simplified driver firmware updates for hardware partners to ease the hardware installation and maintenance. This I can definitely agree, because many things have been improved like that. We don't need to go and search out a lot of things on the internet to find out the drivers for certain NICs or display drivers or SAN drivers, storage devices and other things. So it is coming out with a lot of drivers inbuilt, and easy customization and configuration management to help deploy and support virtual systems in more timely fashion. So it is like how to deploy and other things on they're talking. And Anaconda provides a common installer tool for both Red Hat Enterprise Linux and Red Hat virtualization host to get virtual host up and running more rapidly. Okay, in RHV also Anaconda has been used. Earlier we've been using the Anaconda only for initial RHEL Linux installations. So Cockpit is a plugin, is simple and lightweight web-based Linux administration tool, provides host-specific tuning, troubleshooting access, and host access. Cockpit, it's a new software. Means it is like a web-based utility which will be open through your Firefox or Google Chrome. Through that you can able to manage the entire RHEL server. Earlier it was a webmin was there. Webmin people were using it, but we are all CLI, means the command line interface people. So we require to run the commands and see. But still, if you would like to look for anything on a GUI based, you can go for a cockpit, but that is included automatically in RHEL-8. No need to install any new applications for that. They can start that cockpit service. Once it has been started, you can go and fetch it to the https:// and IP address of your server. If you give that, it will start giving you all the screen for you. So you can manage it from there. Okay, how many people are going to do that? I don't know. Okay, then advanced system dashboard offers deep resource utilization, overview of CPU, memory, host, resource, storage, host, resource, everything is there. And that is available in cockpit they are talking. And the expanded Ansible integration for automating more tasks. That's what. Ansible run from Red Hat. Ansible is Red Hat has got so much of enhancements over the Ansible. They are providing the service also, they are providing the support also. Like when you like to have an Ansible on enterprise model, so Red Hat will be able to give you support for that. For Ansible is again open source only. You can download and you can start writing your own playbooks, means the scripts, and you can manage your entire systems, entire network with Ansible itself, deployment too. But if you look for any support for Ansible integrations with the enterprise kind of support, if you're looking for Ansible under the Red Hat platform, Red Hat will be giving you the support. They will be charging extra for that, no problems. Live migration of high performance virtual machines. This has been coming up like very heavily demanding nowadays, because VMware is also offering live migrations using the NSX, vCenter servers and other things. Red Hat is also started supporting. It's become a standard feature for every other operating system nowadays. It's available because they can't have the downtime. Why is live migration is required? In the sense nowadays everybody is moving from on-prem to the cloud. When they are from the on-prem to the cloud, they cannot look for any kind of downtimes. The production cannot be stopped. People cannot be asked to sit down, like idle. They would like to live. They would like to be go on live, and again the live has to go on the back end also. Like it moving the migrations also means from the on-prem to another cloud or cloud to cloud. Maybe it's possible. So everything is possible. Private cloud to public cloud to private cloud to hybrid cloud. Every other migration is possible. Those can be done through live. That is more important in the Red Hat. Next, improvements in the network. Different network configurations can be done through RHV. V is a virtualization 4.3. If you use a bonded interface, we used to do some teaming up, another thing, interface teaming for load balancing for a server. So here there is some advancements has been made on that also. And it is supporting the OpenStack platform 13 and 14. SDN certification is included in RHV. And it includes the OVN, that is a Open Virtual Network and Open Switch. These are coming under the OpenStack, you can see. And it's standard to provide the integration for the OpenStack also. There's so many SDNs are there. Silverpeak SDN, NSX SDN, OpenStack SDN, Cisco ACA SDN. So many other companies are also offering SDNs nowadays. So like the one of the SDN which they're talking about OpenStack. OpenStack you require to have clear understanding on the programming side, so that you can do the OpenStack implementations on the Red Hat platform. Okay, that is about the network improvements. And the storage, enhanced storage functionality using the managed block storage domains. Managed storage domains enable Red Hat virtualization to connect to Cinder using the Cinder lib for storage connectivity and functionality, such as copy and clone offload operations. Cinder, we use it in OpenStack mostly. So the same kind of Red Hat virtualization also can use the Cinder. The storage image uploader allows the uploading images from local or remote disk to the storage domain through a browser-based user interface or an API. Okay, so this is about the storage improvements. Next, it's just a comparison between the RHEL-8, 7 and 6. RHEL-8 was available in a general availability date, that is 18, November 18 itself it is available. But we were talking about in November 2020. Anyway, because the people doesn't move so faster about upgrading the OS and all like. So RHEL OS 7 was introduced in 2014. 6 was introduced in RHEL, sorry, what is that, 2010 or something. The code name was Utpa, was RHEL-8. 7 is in MyPo, 6 is in And 7 is you're doing it with 3.10, and RHL was 6 was using 2.6. Like other things you can go through that how when the support will be finishing or something like minor release, major release, and other things. There is a big list is there. You can check it out in the Red Hat site. And what are the new tools installed in the Red Hat 8? These are all coming along with the Red Hat. The build up, replacement for the Docker for image building. Scopio, replacing the Docker to move images between the containers. Podman, Docker compatible command line tool. Cockpit, interactive server admin interface. Image builder, create customized Red Hat images for AWS, Azure, VMware, and many other platforms as well. So these are all the things. Cockpit I already explained you. That is about that server administrator interface through the web you can do it. Podman, image builder, Scopio, and builder. This will be giving you a lot of advantages over the currently available in the market, like the Docker, Kubernetes, and other things which you're doing. So building images is very important because nowadays it's a small Docker images which we use to build it for certain applications that we are running on it. So in that arena, this Red Hat will be giving you a lot of new things and all. One by one, we'll be seeing it in the next slides. Scopio, inspect, copy, and sign the container images. Replaces Docker push as the preferred, maintained, and supported utility for moving container images between the registries and the container engines. Scopio replacing the Docker. You don't need to use the Docker for to, like moving container images between the registries and container engines as well. It can inspect a repository on a container registry without needlessly pulling the image. Oh, that's nice. You don't need to pull the image to verify it. You can just verify it there itself in the origin location itself. And can sign and verify the container images that it will be done. It will be done with the Docker also. Can delete container images from the remote container registry. Oh, that's good. No daemon, no root user required. Anyone can run this. This is a simple graphical application, which means like that's a demonstration has been the demo like that. Scopio inspect Docker and make dir Fedora 29. Scopio copy Docker to this one and a tree 29. Then it start giving you all the files which are there. It's a tree structure it is giving. So it's very easier. Like you don't need to be a root to run this Scopio. You can run as a normal user itself. Scopio is used for what? It is for inspecting, copying, sign the container images. It is replacing the Docker. Next one is a builder. Builder utility replaced Docker build as the preferred maintained supported container images build tool in RHEL-8. Images can be built in either OCA image format or the traditional upstream Docker image format. Again, builder has got no daemon installed. You don't need to start any daemon access. It's like a command you can run. Container builder from Fedora, something like that, it's been done. DNF install. You can just see DNF install there. So container minus DNF minus y install and screen fetch. There is maybe a container name is called as a screen fetch. Next one, Podman. Podman container, it can run, manage, and debug the containers. Container replace the Docker. Everything is about to replace the Docker as a preferred maintained supported container runtime of choice for RHEL-8. Podman provides a Docker compatible command line experience enabling users to find, run, build, and share containers. Podman builder. Podman uses builder and Scopio as libraries for build and push. So we can install all these things. No need to install it. It's already been coming with the RHEL-8. Again, there is no daemon for this. So we can run the Podman with the Nginx has been done on that. Nginx is a small, small? You can make it bigger also, no problem. It's a web server. Like instead of installing the Apache, you can go with the Nginx. So this is about the Podman. And the next one is a cockpit. Like, see, you are getting the GUI like this. RHEL-8 can be managed with that. All system level resources you can monitor and manage. CPU resources, hard disk utilization, network utilizations, application utilizations, which process is taking the top command, we are running on top command like that. So it's an IDM domain admin can manage cockpit integration with the PCP to activate metric persistence. Manage remote server via dashboard. New subscription manager, it's a GUI. Keylog, session recorder GUI. Composer GUI. Everything is a GUI only. Virtual manager replacement 8.1. NBD. It is another thing, 8.1. Everything has been improved. Like webmin, instead of using the webmin, you can use the cockpit. Cockpit is like it's for managing your entire thing through the web-based console. Take it. Image builder. Image builder is a very important one, which we were using all the third-party tools to build the image for to migrate certain operating systems or applications from one kind of a platform to the another kind of a platform. Maybe from VMware platform to the cloud platform or something. The image builder is a tool enables user to create customized system images of Red Hat Enterprise Linux. What are the formats which are supported? Amazon image, Amazon machine image we call it, Azure image, .img, .iso. .img, .iso and all we used to build it with the DVD burning level. OpenStack format, kubectl2 format, tar format and VMware format. VMware is like a VMDK files we'll create. So these all can be built with image builder software, which has been included in RHEL-8. Image builder functionality can be accessed through the graphical user interface in cockpit or with a command line interface in the Composer CLI tool. Ansible playbook to set up image builder, like that we can do that. You can even do it with the playbook also, right? You can write a playbook for to build our own images. It's also possible. Ansible can do a lot. So these are all the new softwares which are replacing the older ones from the earlier images. You can enjoy the new benefits of these softwares as well. And most important thing about the exams. Red Hat exam still it is a performance based. It is not only just objective type, like you just go and select some answers and come out. No, we may have to perform certain options. Means like a screen will be splitted into two. Questions will be on the right hand side, left hand side will be running the commands and building something like maybe installing a software like web server installation, FTP server installations, DB installations, like that you just need to do, or creating users, giving them rights and other things. So it's like a more of a performance based. Whatever the commands you are typing, whatever the output is going to come up, it will be taking that outputs and finding out the commands which you typed. Based on that, the marks are given for you. So that is nothing but like your performance based exams are there. So as usual, the exams are not much changed. Like system admin 1, system admin 2, system admin 3. All three, if you like to write it in one certification, means you'll go for RHCSA EX200 exam. EX200 means like it's RHCSA is 7 also there, 8 also there. 7, I guess the time is everything has been barred because they were sitting around July, something like that. After that, the RHCSA 7 was not available. Now, if you like to write the RHCSA, means the first level exam, you may have to write it on the RHCSA, means RHEL-8 version only. Means like you need to have an operating system knowledge on 8. With new all softwares, whichever it has been there, you should have a hands-on that. Then you can write the EX200 exam with the new version. And in the EX300 was RHCE, that is the second level. RHCE 7 still that is not available. That was the EX300. Now the new number has been given, EX294. EX294 will be given with the number for RHCE 8. If you would like to write an RHCE exam, now you have to write the version with an 8. And the exam number is going to be EX294. So EX200 is the same number for RHCSA 8, but the number changed for RHCE 8 for 294 for RHCE certifications. Certified engineer certification number changed, but certified system administrator number is not changed. So it depends on. Now better if you go for a 8 only. You need to practice a lot on 8 because there are a lot of new features has been added, new applications has been come up, and image building and other things has been there. Cloud foundations, security upgradations, installation itself has been changed. So drastically there are many changes has been done. So better you practice on RHEL-8 or CentOS 8. You can download that and you can start practicing all these things. Then you go for the new exam, either 200 or 294. Only two things are there now. So other things are available, 134, 124, 254 and other things. One by one, if you go for it, may be boring for you. So better you go for 200 and 294. And what we are going to learn in Red Hat System Administration 1, Introduction to Command Line, Managing Physical Storage, install and configure the software components and services, establish network connections and control firewall, monitor and manage running processes, manage and secure files in file systems, administers user and groups, review system log files and journal for issues, troubleshoot problems and analyze systems in the Red Hat Insights. Red Hat Insights means we require to know about the cockpit also. Remotely managing systems with SSH and web console. These all we already been doing in 7 also. And the next exam 2, System Administration 2, installing RHEL using the scalable methods. Many methods are there to install OS. Access security files, file systems and networks and other things. SC Linux and other things will come up. And execute shell scripting and automation techniques. Automation techniques, Ansible has been included. So we need to learn the Ansible also here. Manage storage devices and logical volumes. Manage file systems. Manage security and system access. Control the boot process and system services. This has been discussed in the System Admin 2. And System Admin 3, control services and daemons means starting, stopping, restarting, like all services we will be learning here. Daemons. Manage IPv6 networking, you should know that, v6 also. Configure link aggregation and bridging, team bonding, teaming and other things. Control network port security. Manage DNS for servers. Configure email delivery. Simple mail is there. There is a snail mail, something has been there. Send mail is there. So provide blocks based storage, file based storage, MariaDB databases, Apache web service, write Bash scripts, Bash containers and control structures, configure the shell environment. So a little bit of advanced things has been discussed in the sysadmin tree. And the RHCSA exam based on RHEL-7 is available via classroom, on-site, individual exams until October 1. So we are in November, so RHC7 is not available. RHCSA based on version 7, it's not available. We have to go for new RHCSA 8 only we have to go for. Okay, you see that? See the numbers, it's 300 only. Sorry, 200 only it is. And RHCE Linux 7 based on EX300 may not be available now. And again, yeah, it is being, you can see that control classroom on-site exams for this version available. Let me make this one. Okay. See, Linux 7, RHC Linux 7 is available until October 1 only. So it is not possible for us to go for now with the RHC 7. We have to go with the RHC 8 only, like that. Okay. I guess it's not going. Why not going? Annotate. One second, there is some. Okay, sorry, there was a call. Okay, so this is about the aspirating. Let me clear this. No problem. Okay, now it's gone. So what we need to know that in October 1 only it has been available. RHCL 7, it's not available. You'll not be able to write the exam on based on the version 7. We can write the exam only on 8 because we are already in November 2020. So better you have a hands-on on the RHC 8. Install the Red Hat version 8 and practice it a lot so that you can go for that exams. The next is like, so this is my contact information. You can come for any sessions as well. And timing and other things I can adjust, that is not a problem. Early morning or by evening we can have the sessions, or weekend sessions also we can have. So the current RSC certifications only I will be covering up. We will be installing 8 from the scratch. Then we will be working on every other practicals labs on this. You will be doing on everything on hands-on only. So we don't require any very much memory or something like that. 4 GB is enough for RHEL-8 to run. And 2 CPUs we can give it. In a VMware environment also we can install it. So it's a CentOS 8 I'll give you as a training purpose. So because Red Hat requires the membership fee, it can run for a evaluation only. So better we'll install the CentOS 8 and we'll be working on this. And so this is my WhatsApp number. You can ping me on there, or you can watch my YouTube channel has been the C/Ramnath Kesav. It's been there. You can visit that. All the new demos whichever I'm conducting, all the new software whenever it is getting released or something like that, I'll just give a demo on this. I have a Facebook page also. You can come along to that. And so this is my contact information. You can come on. You can contact for any new things and all. And better, I would like to show you a small kind of a demo. I would like to show you on RHEL-8. Means CentOS 8 I installed it. So this is the page which I already logged in into this. Wait a second. Let me log into that. Okay, I given the password for this, and so this is the screen which we get it on CentOS 8. It's like you can see the symbol 8. It's okay. Previously CentOS 7 will be showing like a 7. Now it is an 8. So there is an applications here. Favorites, accessories, internet, sound and video, system tools, utilities, activities overview. And you can have this docking station either here or here, anything you can do that. So you can see all the applications over here, frequent and all other things you can see. And you can see other things also. There are 2 network cards I given to this because it's in a VMware workstation. So I given 2 network cards I attached to this. And this is the control panel like that. We can go for this. Let me have it here. It's all things has been given here. Bluetooth, background settings, and notifications, searching, regional language, and universal access. Details, you can just see the details. This is centos.ramnut.local, the name I given. 4 GB I given it, it is working perfectly. My platform is i7 and version is Geno version is 3.28. We seen in the demo, the PPT we seen that. It's a VMware platform. I given 200 GB. It's not required that much, but I just given it. So date and time and users, how many users are there? Hyena as a user. Default applications, Firefox and other things are there. We can keep on doing all these things, not a problems. You can save and you can search it like that. Better we will start logging into this machine. Let me do one thing. Let me quit and just let me see that what is the IP address which I got that. Let me give the command IPA. So this is the IP which I got. Where is that? Yeah, 172.16 to 30.175. Let me log into that. One 172.16.230.128. 128 or 129. Sorry, 175. 175. Let me see here. Yeah, I can log in here. So normal user it is. Login as that. So I logged into there, and then you can say uname minus. You say it's a name which I given on this Linux CentOS. It's a Linux platform, and the name is a CentOS ramlet.local. Some problem is there, I guess. Okay, sorry. This session is out. Okay, now here. So if I see uname minus R means it's a revision only. It will be shown. 4.18 is the kernel version now it is running. It's an x86-64, and I can see this file also cat etc OS release, which will tell me the release of this. The name is a CentOS Linux because I installed CentOS, and the version is 8. ID is CentOS, RHEL Fedora as a base. Version is 8, and platform and other things are shown here. I can even see this command also, Red Hat release. It will show me. So it is showing CentOS Linux release 8.0. You can check CentOS command also. Then I can just say hostname CTL. So this is what I installed it. Computer static hosting is centos.remote.ramnet.local. AC is a VM, virtual machine it is. Virtualization is on VMware. Operating system is the CentOS 8, Linux 8. And Linux 4.18, something like that. Architecture is x86-64. I can become root by saying as usual sudo command dnf install httpd -y. Let me see whether it is goes on. dnf install httpd. I try to install certain application like yeah, it's httpd Apache software. I try to install it. So now it has taken that Apache package, httpd package with all the file systems and tools and other things. So see that in the repository you can see here, it's coming from the upstream because we are installing an applications on this. So now the httpd is getting installed here. All the three applications are installed on this. It's been downloaded. Now it is getting installed. First it will go for a preparations and it will go for an upgradation. I guess I already installed on this system. That's why it is upgrading. Okay, running that and cleaning up. After that, previous issues will be there, like all the residual things will get cleaned up. Then it will start verifying whether the application is going to work or not like that. So it is verifying it. So now it has been installed. So I just need to start that system CTL, start HTTPD, and run this. So it is now the service has been started. If I would like to start when the server is also starting, so now I'll have to do that enabling. Let me verify the whether my HTTPD service is running or not. Status ST8US. It's running. Active running. I can just see here active running, and this is the PID which has been given on this. Port number 80 has been on that, and tasks it is occupying the memory 25 MB. Starting the Apache server. Started the Apache server. Server configured listening on port number 80. Let me verify my firewall has been loaded properly. Firewall cmd minus list minus all. I can just see whether the HTTP has been added or not. There is no HTTP here, so I need to add the HTTP. I will add the service HTTP. HTTP set. Now if I check that, HTTP will be added on this. So let me check the IP address again so that I can check this IP just like this. Just go and do it with that http:// welcome to my web servers. You can just see that image which has been built on that, the file which I have already created on this. So let me go to that directory cd var www/html. So here we will be keeping the index.html, cat index.html. I can create my own file like that. Just let me do that via index.html. Edit this file with some caps and all of the things. Let us make it as like HTML. H1 and H1. Let me close it down. Sorry, there was a mistake. HTML. So once I did this, and then things will be shown like bigger one. Welcome to my web server, and this is done for RHEL version 8 demo. Let me save and come out. Now if I go back again and I'm checking that same for us, so I'll be saying this. Welcome to my web server. This is done for RHEL version 8 demo. So this is about the little bit of the application installations and the tuning up. We just seen some kind of applications on the installations on the applications on the Red Hat version 8. So I guess it is more than enough, like because we are already up now. It's already been an hour. We've been talking on this particular demo. So while you would like to have any kind of a training on RHEL 7 or 8, nowadays we'll be working with the 7 and 8 only. And I used to do some kind of other trainings as well, like a Cisco training and Ansible, Terraform. Latest Terraform has been there for automating all the applications for the cloud as well as VMware platform also. And Cisco, all the things like I used to talk about CCNA, CCNP securities, data center applications. Everything will be doing on this. So you can contact me on this the number which is being done on your screen, and you can get back to me whenever it's possible. You can send me an email to the stuckroute@gmail.com, and you can see my you can watch my YouTube channel on this, the link which I given on that. Okay, click on this link, it will take you to my homepage, and you can see all the videos whichever I made it on this. For the latest videos and all, you can just come back and see it. Please subscribe to my channel, and you can get some new technological updates as well. Not an issue. Thanks for joining today. So I guess that today the demo is successful. So I can close this demo now because we are reaching more than an hour. And please subscribe to my channel, and so that you will be getting updated with all the new technical details as well. Okay. Thanks for joining today. Thank you very much.